This video is for all the men and women whose ex left them for someone else. Whether you were married or in a committed relationship and your ex left you for another man or woman, this video is for you to provide you with the tips, the tools, the perspective that you'll need to not only move on and start to cope, but also to place yourself in the best possible solution to win them back and to steal this person and to ensure that you recapture the imagination of your former partner. The first tip that I have for you can sometimes be the most difficult one to implement, and that is to not chase. I know how difficult it can be to not chase an ex when they've left you for someone else, to not tell him or her that you are the one that is best suited to make them happy. But trust me, if you chase your ex, you will only continue to push him or her in the hands of this new person. So you really are going to need to resist the urge to reach out to them and to chase them. Because if you do, your ex is only going to want to prove you wrong. Your ex is going to want to prove to you that he or she's made the right decision and that they can be happier with this new person than they ever could with you. So don't add fuel to the fire and really take a step back in order to maximize your chances of quickly turning it around. It might sound counterintuitive, but trust me, the best way to quickly get back together is to not talk about the new boyfriend or girlfriend ever. Plus, your ex expects you to. He or she will see you coming from a mile away. That's what people do when they are left for someone else. In my philosophy, we need to surprise our ex at every turn to destabilize them and to prove to them that they may not have known who you were truly. This image that they have of you in their head might not be the right one. So don't be predictable and don't devalue yourself. Because if you try to convince them, they will only lose interest. You will become less appealing. Let your actions speak for you. You will not get them back through words. We will get back with the one you love through strong, bold actions. I've actually developed a video series on how to get back with an ex if they've left you for someone else. And for those of you who are fully committed to getting back with the one you love, I urge you to buy this video program. It will enable you to take one step closer to actually getting back together and to have tremendous amounts of tips, techniques, and content that I've put together specifically for those of you who are finding yourselves in this exact situation. So if you know that this is the person that you want to be with, it's very much worth the investment. Think about it. Throughout our lives, we invest in teachers to help us learn an instrument, or in trainers who can help us lose weight. Why wouldn't we invest in our hearts? To ensure that we learn how to communicate in love, to ensure that we know how to prove to someone who makes us happy that we can make them happy too. And in this video series on how to get back with an ex, even if they've left you for someone else, I highlight how important it is for you to get back on the market and to ensure that you level the playing field by also starting to date. So yes, you also have the right to date and to meet other people. In fact, I'm gonna urge you to put yourself back on the market because that's how we're gonna level the playing field. If your ex is with someone else and they've made the decision to break up with you, you have probably completely lost the balance of power. And by putting yourself out there, stretching your comfort zone, meeting new people, and dating again, a lot of positive things are gonna start to happen. You are going to feel good about yourself, you're gonna start to feel loved, and you're gonna regain some self-confidence, which is going to help us in our quest to get back with that one person that you do truly love. You have my green light to put yourself out there and to make sure that you date other people. Self-confidence and self-worth is so critical in this process to get back with an ex. And you need to start to feel valued. You need to start to feel good about yourself and to know that you still got it, that you can also still inspire other men and women to want to be with you too. So don't neglect this tip. It's very important. putting yourself back out there and dating other men and women can also enable you to not zero in on your ex, to not just be solely focused on them, what they're doing with this new person or what they might be saying on social media. You're keeping yourself busy and therefore more attractive. You'll have more things to share and you'll be less stressed when actually interacting with your ex again. At the very least, your ex's barriers will start to come down. You will no longer be a threat to this new relationship. You will no longer be openly pursuing them because you will have someone in your life, or at least you'll be back on the dating scene. And also give your ex a little taste of their own medicine. They had it easy transitioning from one moving train to the next, even though it's just a rebound. They haven't addressed the real issues coming out of your relationship, and they don't know what it's like to see someone that you love being back on the market and dating other people. So give them a little taste of their own medicine so that they can also start to feel what it's like to see someone that you've been intimate with being with other people. I address this notion of reverse psychology at great length in my video series on how to get back with your ex when they've left you for someone else. So if this is a concept that you're intrigued about, please buy this video series. It will be a worthwhile investment and you will learn a lot about reverse psychology and how you can apply it to getting back with the one you love. And when we talk about reverse psychology in this video series, I stress how important it is to not talk about the new girlfriend or the new boyfriend. So whether you plan on using reverse psychology or not, remember to not ever talk about the new girl or guy. The more you talk about the new boyfriend or girlfriend and the more importance you are going to give them, the more you're going to validate this new relationship. So the less importance you give this person, the better we will be. In fact, I want you to disregard them altogether. We are going to pretend like they don't exist. And we are in fact above them. Your relationship takes precedent and it trumps this new rebound relationship. Let's get that in our heads. And if you act that way, your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend will soon follow suit and will start to not talk about this new boyfriend or girlfriend out of respect to you. They will follow your lead. And that's how you will start to become a threat to this new relationship. You will start to play the role of the disruptor, and the new boyfriend or girlfriend will start to be insecure, and they will feel horrible about what you represent, and your shadow will start to loom bigger and bigger upon this new relationship. You can continue to be the threat of their new relationship by slowly reconnecting with your ex. You can connect around a shared history, inside jokes, or common hobbies to organically start to come back together. Trust me, you will be a threat very quickly if you ease your way in and if you're not too gung-ho about your approach. If you've listened to all the advice that I've given you so far, and if you've purchased my video series on how to get back with your ex, even if they've left you for someone else, you'll know that it is quite important to build upon the steps that you will be able to make. And so if you've put yourself back on the market, it will be a lot easier for you to approach your ex once again. In that way, we can then start to slowly flirt and build sexual tension again with your ex. Flirting with your ex is going to be crucial to this process. And I don't want you to feel or to become an object of sexual desire. But know one thing. If you and your ex hook up one time, the odds are overwhelmingly in your favor. At the very least, their new relationship will soon crumble. Very rarely do I see two people hooking back up and then the new relationship actually continuing to work. He will start or she will start to feel pulled back, and the new boyfriend or girlfriend will feel like they are just a rebound. That's why it will all come down very quickly. That said, you don't want to rush to sleep with your ex, because that will defeat the purpose of trying to get back in a new, stable relationship. You don't want to become fuck buddies or sex friends. You actually want to rebuild a stable, long-lasting relationship. So you need to ensure that you build up the sexual tension and that you prolong this chase as long as possible, as if you guys were trying to get with each other for the very first time. In reality, the chase is a little bit like foreplay. The longer it takes, the more you take your time, and the more pleasurable the experience will be. In the same way, the longer you wait and the more you take your time, and the better the foundation will be, the more sturdier it will be to ensure that a new and improved relationship can flourish. Ultimately, it will be about proving to your ex that you can make him or her happy. And I go into great detail about this concept of proving to an ex that you can make them happy in my video series. But I wanted to give you a few pointers here. Proving to an ex that you can make him or her happy is at the center of my philosophy. And so you can't take this lightly. But again, I want to give you a few pointers to ensure that you already start to reflect on the path ahead. It will be essential to avoid conflicts at all costs. Don't fall for his or her provocation. Your ex is going to try to prove to themselves and prove to you and to other people that you guys are incompatible, that you guys fight like cats and dogs. So don't fall for it, okay? You need to stay away from the drama. You already probably have enough drama in your life with them being with someone else. Focus on doing exciting things, new things, not the same old stuff that you used to do in your old relationship. Everything you do will be closely monitored and watched. And you need to continuously prove that you have evolved, that you're a new person. And so doing fun and new things is a great way to showcase your change. Remember, it's super important to take your time to rebuild the foundation, okay? And to not go too fast. And lastly, you should focus on the things that bring you guys together. Hobbies, creating synergy to prove your change around key areas that bring you guys together, where you will both feel good about doing things with one another. This process will take some time. Your ex is with someone else, you're gonna need to dedicate a lot of time to evolving and also to proving to them that you can make them happy. So don't cut corners, invest in yourself. Continue to check out my blog, continue to watch my videos. Buy this video series on how to get back with an ex even if they've left you for someone else. Book a coaching session with me if you want me to help you every step of the way personally. But most importantly, remember what you will have learned today. Don't chase your ex ever. Level the playing field by putting yourself back on the market. Don't acknowledge or talk about the new boyfriend or girlfriend ever. Flirt and rebuild the sexual tension slowly, and then prove to your ex that you are the one that can make them happy. This was Coach Adrian, who runs the website WithMyExAgain.com. I sincerely hope to hear from you soon. Don't hesitate to leave a comment in any article you'll see on my blog. I will respond to you personally, and don't be afraid to reach out to me. Book a coaching session. Buy my video series. Those will help you maximize your chances of getting back with the one you love, even if they've left you for someone else. Until next time, I sincerely wish you all the best.